Welcome back, my dudes. It's time again to go bouldering. Let's see how the session goes. I'm finally feeling better after having a pretty bad cold, so it's gonna be a fun session.
Sorry for the long wait, my friends, but here's finally the new video. This time in a different gym because the other one was closed when we got there. As usual, started off easy with a chill 2. This gym has a grading system up to 7, so I immediately felt that even for 2, you definitely need to take care of proper technique. And then moved on to this 3 and immediately realized that from 3 on you already need to properly concentrate and take a proper look at the climb to read it. This 3 was still fine, nothing too bad, but you definitely need to concentrate on the right order for your hands and feet to properly move upwards. But I still breezed through it and had a friend walk into the camera at the end, but no problem. And then moved on to this black 3 and immediately realized, yeah, not all 3s are built the same here. In other gyms I've been to, this definitely would be graded higher than it's here. That's already something I've realized in Germany overall, that the grading is definitely a little bit rougher than it was in New Zealand. And then moved on to this green 4, which was still quite fine, not too bad, especially compared to some other 4s in this gym, but the holds definitely weren't as nice as they look, and the upper section I decided to just skip some of the holds and immediately jump straight to the end.
Really fun technical 3. I just did it, but it's so much harder than it first looks like.
Yeah, it's definitely harder than it looks like. You technically can dyno straight from there up to the next hold, but it's supposed to be a press move and going up, but the holds are so slippery that, yeah, I slipped off and ripped my finger, but went for it again. It worked this time, but it's for 3, it's a really hard move sequence. Getting that high foot, getting to that press on the slippery left hold, but after that the ending is pretty chill. And then tried this white 4, which wasn't too big of a problem, just some quite crimpy holds, and you really needed to look for the sequence, but figured it out fairly quickly, even though I did some unnecessary moves on the go. But overall, really not such a bad climb, and did it fairly easily. Then I came to my first bigger challenge with that green 4 in the heavy overhang, where I thought I knew how to read it properly, but felt fairly quickly that the beta I thought I needed to do wasn't the right one to do. That starting / middle section really wasn't that easy to read for me. I really thought I needed to go just straight up, but the holds on the right weren't really great at all to hold on to, and I really struggled with finding the right beta for the starting sequence. This time I really took a closer look, trying to figure out where to go, and still I need to remind myself that all the volumes and everything is on. So I decided to change up my approach, and that actually worked. Going for the right hand on the pinch, definitely not easy, but as soon as you get the left hand up, makes everything way nicer. And from there, the rest is so much easier than the starting sequence, and definitely way easier to read as well.
Let's try the 5. It looks kind of rough, but also doable. It's overall like the hardest setting in Germany. You really feel the difference.
The 5 overall wasn't too bad, just really crimpy holes. I read it slightly wrong before I got on, but it was still salvageable on the wall. But definitely rough, but not too bad, and I somehow managed to do it on my first try.
Let's go. Okay, I'll go for the red 5 now. And yeah, it's what I'm worst at. It's a dino jump from there up there at the start. I think the rest is gonna be fine, but just the start is gonna suck.
And it sucked indeed. Oh my god, this start is absolutely nothing for me. It's a ridiculous jumping sequence that I wasn't even remotely close to getting that jump, and I just couldn't figure out the trajectory or where to put my feet to properly get that jump, because it's almost a 180 turn you need to do to get there, and it's just a bit too far for me to give it one nice straight jump. And the start is, yeah, it was ridiculous, and I just for the hell of it couldn't do it.
I have literally no clue how to do this jump. Yeah, that 5's not gonna fly. I tried the rest and I can do it. It's hard, but I can do it. But that first jump is so far out of my comfort zone. I'm not even getting remotely close. So let's see if I can find another good challenge that's actually in the realm of possibility.
How about this red 5?
Seems like a tough start, but the rest again seems hard but manageable.
This red 5 on the opposite side was a lot of fun, still hard. You have the 2 hands on the volume start, and then you need to figure out how to turn to get to the next hold. I thought it's gonna be easy from there, but the move afterwards I had quite the struggle reading too. I thought it's gonna be easier to just press on the wall, but it wasn't. So I just needed to find the right order on where to put my feet to get the next move done, which wasn't hard, it just took some time. Missed the dynamic move the first time, but at least I knew what to do then, so did the starting sequence way quicker than the first time, and actually hit the little dynamic jump over in the next try. From there I thought it's quite straightforward, but it was still hard to get up to the next hole. It was just about my limit for my reach, but I got there and then got my foot there. I thought the second to last hold is really nice side pull. It's not in cut at all. It's really slopey and I couldn't get a nice grip on it, so I mantled up in the middle in between and did the big mistake of putting my knee on there instead of straight going for my foot, because I then was in a position where I couldn't reach for the last hold. barely could hold my balance, but also couldn't move forward. So I decided to just go back and try to figure out a way to put my foot on the hold. And afterwards, after I actually managed to do it, it wasn't too big of a problem, just staying close to the wall, keeping balance, and getting to the last hold. It was hard, but not too bad. Then went for this green 4 because it looked nice, but yeah, it only looked nice until I was on there, because all the holds looked like jugs but absolutely weren't jugs. It was way harder holding onto them than I expected. There were kinda slightly in-cut pinches, but I managed to get up there, and in the end wasn't too big of a problem, but towards the end of the sessions it was really hard holding on there.
These holes were way worse than they looked like. Okay, for the end I'll try this black 5 again now. Just trying another hard one, just to get rid of the last bit of power I have.
Starting sequence of this black 5 wasn't too bad. You had that slight crimpy press on the left hand and a nice undercling on the right. So wasn't too bad getting up, but as soon as I got up, the next problem came because I didn't properly look at the climb beforehand, and a lot of the holds are turned in a way that they're not nice to hold on to, that's really slopey, and I forgot to properly look and didn't see that one foothold under the volume, and really struggled figuring out a way on how to continue from there, because I really didn't have a way to properly hold on. So I had this really weird frog position, leaning over, getting my right hand to the side pole that wasn't really useful at the time. Finally found that foothold. From there it wasn't too bad anymore. I wish I saw that foothold earlier, but really struggled on that middle section.
Somehow managed to flush it. No idea how. That middle section is rough. And I didn't see that one foothold. Oh god, I'm pumped. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it for today. See ya.
Yeah, I forgot to film an outro, so it's coming that way. It was a really fun session. I was really done. One thing that I realized is, since I'm back in Germany, just getting used to the different setting styles again, and especially being in a gym where volumes are always on for every climb, makes it way harder to read the climb beforehand than just looking at the wall and be like, okay, that's the line. And in the end, it's just more helpful for my skill of being able to read a climb properly. But I really struggled with that in that session, and it's definitely something I still need to work on. So, hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun filming it again. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope I see you for the next video. Bye bye.